Hello everyone, I'm Douglas E. Welch and welcome back to another episode of In the Garden for A Gardener's Notebook. For more information on A Gardener's Notebook, you can always visit the website douglasewelch.com. There you'll find links to A Gardener's Notebook as well as everything else that I do. Well, today we got a special little treat for you. I happen to be down at my local brewery. Yes, that's right, just up the street within about a half-mile walking distance from my house. A year ago, a new small microbrewery opened up called MacLeod Ale Brewing Company. They do English cask ales of a variety of sorts, and we've had a great time visiting with them, and I've actually learned a lot about beer over the time that I've spent down there. Well, today, it just so happened that I was down there having an afternoon pint after my other podcasting work was complete, and one of the staffers there said, "Hey, guess what? You do a gardening show, don't you? I have some hop rhizomes that you might be interested in." I'm told that this one here, the lighter colored one, is a Cascade hop. This is a Golding hop up here. These are nice, healthy looking rhizomes. I did some research online and I found up how to plant these. They said you can either plant them vertically or horizontally. With my past knowledge of rhizomes for grasses and other things, I think I'm going to plant them horizontally and see if I get multiple sprouts off of each one. Behind me, by the sweet potatoes and the potatoes, which you've seen previously, I actually have a little fence. Well, if you remember, I tried to plant some old sweet pea plants, seeds there, and they didn't take. They were obviously way too old. I'd forgotten them in the drawer too long. So they didn't come up, but it leaves me two great places to plant these rhizomes and see what we get. I've always thought about brewing beer on my own. About the closest I've ever gotten was actually making some hard cider, which I've done 2 or 3 times. But if I can actually get some hops to grow here in the garden, it just might push me over the edge into making my own beer. Who knows? Just to give you a little close-up look of these hop rhizomes. Again, this is the Cascade on the bottom and the Golding on the top. These are 2 kind of typically used hops in brewing of beer, and I know they're both used in the production of MacLeod's Ale up the street here, so it'll be interesting to see what I get from these. I'm going to plant them right down here at the back of the sweet potato bed. You can see the sweet potatoes are starting to kick off as we've gotten a little higher temperatures here. There's a nice little hole right here behind the sweet potatoes, and then I have this lovely fence behind them for which them to climb. Hops do like to climb up things. If the fence isn't enough, I can always put up some stakes and perhaps a teepee to support them. Who knows what's going to happen, but it certainly is fun trying out something new. So the first one, the Cascade, I'm going to put right here. We're going to pull back our sweet potatoes a little bit, make a nice little trench here. Now these are rhizomes. In my previous history with rhizomes, you don't need to plant them that deeply. They are somewhat like a grass, so we're just going to make a nice little thing there. And I don't know if you can see it, I didn't notice right, but there's a sprout happening right here. So we're actually going to put him upwards in this bed so that the sprout heads in the right direction right away, and we'll get them tucked in there, and then I'll water these in a little bit. And it did say to keep an eye on them. You don't want them to dry out completely, nor do you want them to get wet. They are a little fussy about that. They don't like to get too damp of feet, so we'll keep an eye on this. We have the soaker hose in this bed here, which will give it its usual watering, but as it stands right now, we'll just simply water this in with the hose and see what happens. We'll put the second tuber right here where there's a nice empty spot again. Soil's doing pretty well in this bed. We've added stuff to it quite a few times over the last several years, and I see there's a small sprout starting here and a small sprout starting there, so we're going to put him upwards pointing like that, tuck him in there just like that, cover it back over, and again, we'll water them in. Well, that's all there is to it, just getting the rhizomes seated in the soil. We'll see what happens. Again, I did a little research online to see how to plant them, but it was pretty straightforward. It was nice to see the sprouts starting already. That gives me a good feeling that these rhizomes are still quite alive and will do well in the area. I also want to reinforce with you, this is one of those opportunities where you just have to jump in, and when someone offers you something new, something different, something that has a slight interest to you, go out and give it a try in your garden. What's to hurt? You certainly don't want to go out and spend hundreds of dollars on plants only to have them die in your garden, but if someone's going to offer you up something for free, something interesting, something new, and something that might lead to other adventures like brewing beer, take the opportunity and try it out. There is nothing to lose, nothing at all. For more information, you can always visit the website, douglasewelch.com. There you'll find links to A Gardener's Notebook as well as everything else that I do, including my word, technology IQ, career opportunities, careers in new media, and much more, including my new show, New Media interchange. I hope you enjoyed these videos, the blog posts, the videos on the website, everything else that I do. Again, check it out. Leave me your questions and comments. You can leave them on the website, douglasewelch.com/AGN. You can send them to me via Twitter at Gardener'er Noteboook. You'll find links to all of these on the website as well. Until next time, keep on taking advantage of great opportunities, find out something new, and above all, keep on digging.